Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chicken Possible with Rewards Hunter, back with another Xbox Game Pass monthly quest guide. Today we're going to be working on the quest for the game GreedFall, which was brand new to me. I had never played that in Game Pass before, so kind of a cool game, decent. We're going to earn 75 rewards points for doing this, and we're going to need to defeat 15 enemies. This is good throughout the month of February, so good through March 1st. And before we actually defeat the 15 enemies, we're going to have quite a few little errands and setup tasks to do, but we will get there as quickly as we can. So we'll press A to get started and confirm the brightness wherever we want it to be set. And press A to save those changes. And we're going to start up a new game. And I recommend starting it on easy like I always do, unless you're very familiar with the game. It'll just make our lives easier. We get to defeat people without as much difficulty. So let's press Y to skip any of the cutscenes that we want to get past quickly. And when you're starting out your character, you can press the right bumper to skip the appearance section. And if you want to follow along with me, I chose the magic option. And then I added 1 point under strength, and then hit the right bumper and added the second point under lockpicking level 1. So press A to accept that. And skip another cutscene where the guy continues to paint. And then we're basically going to follow these yellow waypoints that appear on the top of our screen. So let's move forward, and we're going to take a left and head down the stairs. Alright, so this is where we're going to get our battle training, out in this open field. So we can skip this sequence, and we need to attack this guy 3 times using X and Y. So it'll let you know when you've finished 3 attacks. The next thing is we're going to need to defend ourselves. So let's dodge by pressing A, and your character will jump back out of the way and not get slashed with the sword. And it says prove to him that we can fight, so basically you just need to do sort of a combination of things here. And once you get hurt, then you can hit the left bumper to open the tactical menu, press right bumper to go over to the potion, press X and then up on the D-pad to assign that potion, and then you'll want to press up on the D-pad to use it on yourself, to heal yourself. Keep attacking against Kurt. And then we'll get to another cutscene where we can press Y. And now we have 2 opponents. So we need to set up the stasis spell. So let's assign that to the right on the D-pad. And we need to cast that spell twice. Now you may run out of magic power, which is the blue bar at the upper left, to where you actually can't cast the spell using the right on the D-pad that we assigned it to. So you might just have to wait a minute for it to fill back up. And once you have enough magic in your magic meter, that blue bar at the upper left, then you'll be able to hit right on the D-pad and use that stasis spell. There we go. So we've finished 2 of those now. And then it tells us about armor, but it also says that armor doesn't defend you against magic. So we can pretty much just wail on these guys with X and Y, and we'll finish this section with armor. And Fury. So we're going to need to have some adrenaline in order to use the Fury attack with the left trigger. And the way to fill up your adrenaline meter, which is the bar at the upper left that has nothing in it right now, it should be golden, but it's the lowest one. You need to fill up your adrenaline by attacking your opponents. So just keep hitting X and Y from a distance, and then you'll be able to hit that left trigger to use the Fury attack. And then it also lets us know that we have a hammer weapon that we can use. So you can hit the right bumper to take that out, and then the right bumper again to sheath it. And we'll use that a little bit later in the fights in the alleys that we get into. So we've got another dialogue with Kurt that we can skip through using the B button. And you can choose whichever dialogue option you want to, doesn't matter. So we'll just keep skipping through with B. And it says we need to meet Kurt in front of the palace. But first we need to head over to this room and open the door, and we'll have a cutscene with our mother that we can skip using Y. And then we'll head over to where Kurt is standing outside of the palace. He's just right by this fountain or whatever it is here. It also tells us that we can hold down the A button to sprint, so that'll come in handy in a minute when we're sprinting through the city. Just keep tapping B to skip all of that. Press X to add Kurt to our team, and then press A to confirm. And then there's a little bit of dialogue that happens between the two of them, so we'll skip through that using B and choose leave to leave the conversation. At this point, we need to turn around and head down the cobblestone hill to head into the next area.
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
So again, you can hold down the A button to sprint and get there a little bit faster. You might see a couple of objectives that appear on the upper section of your screen, but the main ones we want to head to are the ones that have gold on them or yellow. So keep heading in the direction of those, and you'll find your way through the city to the different little excursions that we have to go to. So here's our first objective, so we'll hit A to open that door and talk to this gentleman, the ambassador.
Your Excellency, Lord,
And you can press B to skip through that dialogue as well.
do people actually give credence? Alas, as this in the man.
And you can leave that conversation as soon as possible.
Goodbye.
And after we exit through the door, we've got another golden quest marker to head towards. So let's head in this southerly direction. You can ignore that scale icon that's appearing on screen. That's not anything we need to mess with. I can skip that sequence, and the next objective is to find the charlatan and unmask the charlatan. So let's keep heading towards the golden marker.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
And here's our next door we need to open. And we'll talk to the cardinal here.
Good day, Excellency. I have come. You are correct. Really? Tell me more.
Very, but
But I'm sure. I see. I'll look in.
And the next thing we need to do is head to Captain Vasco. So let's turn around, go through the door again, and head down to the seaside, which isn't that far away, luckily.
the merchant is there.
So a few twists and turns there, but we have stumbled upon Captain Vasco. So let's start this conversation with him, and we're going to need to save the game in just a minute. I'll let you know when the time for that is. And we can leave this conversation as quickly as possible as well. So let's head back the way we came, going back up away from the water. Kind of retrace our steps just a little bit. And as you get to this spot where this guy is mining right here, or smashing rocks, or whatever he's doing, press the start button and let's do a game save at this point, because we're just about to come upon 3 enemies that we can fight, and we want to be able to reuse these enemies. Now Kurt is actually here with you. There he is. He just came into the view there. So he's actually going to help us fight against these 3 guys. And I was very concerned during this battle that he was going to steal the kills from me, and so, you know, I tried at different times to block him from getting the kills, but it seems to me that his kills of the enemies actually do count towards the 15. So all we're going to do is press start and reload that save that we just made. So after a moment, we'll be back in the same spot. You can see I decided to use nothing but hammer during this playthrough of it, so you can do that as well, hitting that right bumper or you can just use X and Y. Use those battle skills that you got in the tutorial at the beginning, right? Anything you learned there, use it here. So my guess is you're going to have to play through this 5 times. I believe I played through it exactly 5 times to get the 15, so just keep reloading that save. And we'll go ahead and skip forward to my 5th playthrough. So in this one I was using more of the magic and still trying to prevent Kurt from getting any of the kills, but like I said, I think his kills actually count, so you don't need to worry too much about that. Maybe you could let him fight everybody and see if that works. That'd be interesting. Be an interesting approach to it. Alright, so there we go. That's our 15th enemy down. And the quest is ready to turn in, so we'll hold down the Xbox button to turn that in and grab those 75 rewards points. And that's going to do it for GreedFall. We have got quest guides up for all of the other monthly quests, so if you're looking for State of Decay 2, which is a little trickier, Terraria, Human Fall Flat, or any of those are all available here on the channel, so check those out, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found that video helpful, please be sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube and hit that bell for notifications. You can also find links in the description for other social media links of mine. Stay tuned for more Microsoft rewards and achievement guides, and I'll see you in the next one.